bitch. Jump in that fire.
Welcome back to another crazy and tranquil review. Before I get into this video, I want you to go ahead and pause for a second and read the review, because I want to break a couple of things down. I want to first start off by saying I love what I do. This stuff is so entertaining and interesting, and not only that, I love helping you people out. But anyways, one thing I have noticed lately with this spirit, well, actually first, let's get into the situation we're dealing with here. We have a client whose boyfriend or whatever at the time decided to fly her out across the pond, marry her, and recently decided out the middle of nowhere over nothing that he wanted to divorce her and leave her with not even a pot to piss in or a place to lay her head at night, and hundreds of miles away from her family. So far, what she's begun to notice within her environment is a couple of people being clicked off one by one. Now, when this first started happening, I'm saying to myself, and I'm saying to her too, and I'm gonna keep it a $150 with y'all. I'm like, the fuck is going on? I'm like, why the fuck is the spirit maneuvering like this? What the fuck is going on? Because it was like boom, 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 back to back. This person getting hit, then this person. Each week, like every 3 days, a different person was getting hit by the spirit. Come to find out recently, each one of these individuals was in some way, shape, or form an enemy to her, whether they're talking about her behind her back or whatever else. And one thing I've noticed with the spirit is that it has its favorites, because with the work I give y'all, it's not designed to really operate like that. So it's really only designed to bring back the target and potentially bring new lovers into your life. But protection is not really incorporated into the contract. So for her to be experiencing these things, this is most definitely maybe the spirit showing favoritism, or something that I guess the spirit may do for all clients. I don't really know, because it doesn't, I haven't seen it enough to really say. But I can say is that it most definitely handles your enemies accordingly, because I've noticed it be like that with me. Now, like I said, it's a little different with me because I serve it, but in regards to you clients, for it to act that way, that can just be the way it manifests due to it being within your house, and now it sees it as it works for you for that time being. Now, like I always say, is this is not the type of work you want to get if you can't handle seeing certain shit happen. But with these things that transpired with this lady's roommates, is I'm happy that it happened, because now she knows what's up with these people. Now she knows that they can't be trusted, because the spirit will show you that by harming these people. That's how you know that somebody can't be trusted, is when the spirit attacks them. You don't really necessarily have to know the reason why. You just know that the spirit did it, and the spirit never does anything for no reason. Now, another thing she has noticed is that with the new guy she's dated, the spirit has attacked him as well. Now, I know the reason behind this is that when you have this work, and this is only during the time period that you have the work, if you take it apart or send it back to me, it is no longer going to be like this. But while you have the work, not only does the spirit bring you back the person that you want and blah blah blah, anybody else that it brings you during this time period, or anybody else that you may get with during the time period, they fall under the same rules and restrictions. So this guy most likely went out on vacation, thought he was gonna get his freak on or whatever, and came back with a rash all over his body. Now, some people would try to rationalize this, but I know exactly what it is. When a person's life has been completely fine and ain't dealt with nothing until they met you, you know that they doing some crazy shit behind your back that you don't even know about. So the spirit retaliates and shows you what's really going on. So I told her, yeah, he's most likely doing some shit he shouldn't be doing. So just take note of that, and we'll see down the line. We're gonna find out, because the spirit always reveals the truth over time as well. Well, most of the time. I'm not gonna say all the time, but most of the time you learn out why the spirit, you learn why the spirit did what it did. Next thing to note that I want to talk about is the blessings. She's also noticed that in the time period of her having to work, she's beginning to receive a lot of blessings, whether it is money coming in or whatever, new opportunities. She's noticed that her life has been on the ups. Many other people have said the same thing to me about this work, and even with other work outside of Intranquil that's on the love side of things, people have noticed this as well. And the reasoning I give to this is that with these types of spirits, not only do they like to please you, is you got to notice there's an energy exchange going on. So while these spirits are feeding off of the energy of your target and bringing them back to you, they are also transferring that energy into your life, and you're beginning to get blessed. So pretty much as that person is being fed upon, is that the right way to say that? I don't fucking know. But as the spirit is feeding off of them, they're giving to you. It's just energy transference that's going on with that. But once again, before I conclude this video, this is the results of people that follow directions, that follow every single thing I tell them to do, regardless of what their ideas might be, whatever the fuck. These are the results of people that follow everything that I say and advise them to do, or even advise them to say. That's all for this video. I hope you found it informative. Like, share, and subscribe.